What is up? How's it going? Welcome, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, the Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DLTalk. How's it going, Blue Crew? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Thanks for getting the word out there to the YouTube community. Appreciate you all. RPM in the house. He's bringing in the bullishness. What's up, RPM? How you doing, man? I'm doing good, brother. Thank you for tuning in, man, my man. Ralph Cooper, how you doing? How is the Blue Crew? Exactly, man. We got 9 likes. We got 8 strong viewers. You guys are amazing. Thanks for tuning in. So it looks like we got BTC here at around 40K. We got Ethereum at 2,600. Binance at 374. ADA at 159. XRP just hanging around this 89-cent range. Excited to see what's going to be going down over the weekend. It looks like some of these cryptos have been bouncing very nicely in the past few days. But who knows if we're still in this possible dead cat bounce. Who knows if there's another leg down, but it is encouraging to see BTC back above 40K again. Now let's get to 50K. Let's get to 60K. Let's get to 70K. Especially if this market is still going to be going with Bitcoin and in the direction that it goes. We got Dissonant Shadow. What's up, man? DTF community, where am I? What's up, man? Here's a wrench. With the wrench comes great responsibility. Please use it wisely. Thank you for tuning in. So guys, and not, a lot of cryptos doing their thing. Maybe not the best time to be jumping in and buying, but you never know. This could be the bounce that takes us back up to the recovery. I mean, considering we're still about 30% down, 20% down from all-time highs for certain cryptos, and or just from their previous, the previous high that they had. Like Solana, we saw Solana hitting $60, so $41 looks pretty appealing for Solana. We've seen VeChain do its thing, and at 11 cents for VeChain, that looks pretty damn good. We've seen Filecoin well above $100, so there's still some really good opportunities for a lot of cryptos out here. AMP is just killing it. You're starting to see that Coinbase effect for AMP starting to happen. Really, just finally that this thing started moving, man. I remember we were talking about this thing at 3 cents for a good long time, and now it's moving up to 10 cents. Good to see it getting some momentum. Love seeing Atom around that 13.21 price range. I really do think we can get back to $30 with Atom, especially with the release of Osmosis Zone coming out this weekend. Not saying that the price is going to shoot up to $30 this weekend, but at least after the launch of Osmosis Zone, somewhere in the months ahead after that, showing some utility for Atom and the Cosmos ecosystem. And once again, they just recently have been implementing their IBC, inter blockchain communication layer. So excited about that. Algorand being part of Flare Networks, that speculation still hasn't come in yet. Algorand still hanging around $1. I do believe this will be a $5 coin sometime in the future, maybe possibly in this run. Once again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. Let me catch up with the chat really quick. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in. You guys are amazing. XR Free Me, how you doing, man? Good morning to you. Cheers. Dissonant Shadow, appreciate you, man. Thanks for your support. Guys, we're getting really close to, what was it? I think 2,500 subscribers. Like, that's amazing, you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. Much love to the Blue Crew. I think we're at 2,490 right now, so we're about 10 away. Also, some new news. I set up an XMR Monero mining rig. I set up a mining rig for XMR from Monero just to be mining that on the side. I mean, hell, we got Theta Edge node doing its thing, getting some T-Fuel for us. We got the Gala node getting some Gala for us. We got the NETBOX node getting some Net MBX for us. We got, you know, staking rewards up the wazoo going through Cosmos Station and Kepler, right? So why not throw XMR into there? I do feel like XMR is, you know, kind of a sleeping crypto, especially if it's like, you know, one of the top privacy coins that are out there. And you know, it's pretty easy to mine actually. Like setting up the miner wasn't that hard. And I hear Secret, that's part of the Cosmos ecosystem, is creating a bridge with XMR and Monero. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting right there. And I do like what Secret is doing, SCRT. If you guys don't know about SCRT, I do dig what they're doing. We talked about it last night in the late night DLT stream. It seems like it's been going up a little bit since then, but the all-time high was at 537 for CRT. Still a relatively new crypto though in this space as well, so definitely looks like it'll be something very interesting to keep an eye out for, without a doubt. I don't know if I will ever be able to sell my ALGO. No, yeah, I can't sell ALGO. A lot of these cryptos, especially if they're like staking cryptos and they're, you know, they're these legit layer one solutions, smart contract platforms. To me, it's just accumulate, hodl, and freaking stake up the wazoo. Just get those keep building up those staking rewards, you know. And now you're telling me like Algo and Flare Networks got a thing going, and it's gonna probably be a F asset on Flare Finance, like. Yeah, the opportunities for passive income coming our way for Algo. And then, you know, Algo's also building their own ecosystem of things that they have that's coming along. Planet Watchers being a major player so far in that. I definitely want to get one of those Planet Watchers Atmos tubes as well. After I'm over my little phase of being super into Cosmos and everything in the Cosmos ecosystem, I'll probably be migrating over to Algorand ecosystem and Planet Watchers and getting an Atmos tube. We've been aware about the Atmo tube for some time, but, you know, just trying to, you know, I've been wanting to get more cryptos instead of getting an Atmo tube, but I should probably get one very soon. Bones TEP, what's up, man? Shout out to Bones TEP, man. What a big supporter to this channel. Thank you so much, man. Helps us keep doing what we're doing here. Thanks for the $10 donation. You're the man, my dude. Shout out to Bones TEP. Dot on CB Pro. Yeah, I think Polkadot's getting listed. I heard there was another listing just recently. MLN, something like that. Enzyme or something. Yeah, Enzyme just got recently listed on Coinbase. Right? I don't even know what the heck Enzyme is, but yeah, you can't even go to melon.network for some reason. But I wouldn't be surprised if Polkadot goes onto Coinbase because you already have it on Uphold, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if you see Polkadot on Coinbase, and very soon, isn't it already on Binance.us? Like Solana and Polkadot got to go on Coinbase like very soon, because those are two major players in this like smart contracts ecosystem, looking like very legitimate projects that are actually building real things. You know, they should be on Coinbase sometime soon. I don't know if they're waiting for the prices of those specific things to go up higher. I mean, DOT being listed right now is not really at the all-time high for DOT, so, you know, who knows? But definitely think DOT is a major player in the future, and it looks like it's going to have some compatibility or interoperability with Cosmos in the future. I've heard a lot of people in the Cosmos team talking about interoperability with DOT. So, yeah, no DOT on Binance US yet. Oh, dude, XDC is going to definitely kill it. I wouldn't say XDC is the #1, but Zinfin is going to definitely kill it. I want to see interoperability of XDC with other blockchains as well. If we're going to be interoperable with all type of ledgers, legacy ledgers, you know, and blockchain ledgers, I want to see more interoperability and more collaborations with other projects in this space. There are too many great projects out there that are actually solving real world problems that are really, making, forming the new face of crypto that we're seeing, this Web 3.0 that we're seeing. and Zinfin not being partnered up or collaborating with them, I mean, maybe they just have a specific use case to only be working with R3 and Corda, but I'm sure there's other partnerships that Zinfin has that are other than R3 and Corda. And remember, R3 is a consortium of just insurance companies, banks, all these type of institutions. So there's a lot of reach right there for Zinfin. So XDC is definitely a major player, but I want to see it collaborating with other cryptocurrencies and not just being its own little world, its own little silo. But I do like XDC. I do hold XDC. I'm hard on these cryptos because I like them. All right. When I bash on Cardano, and if I critique XDC or I critique DOT or I even critique XRP or XLM, I critique all these cryptos because, you know, I like to express what my concerns are about it, even though I am invested in it. Doesn't mean, if I have a concern about it, doesn't mean I'm not speculating on it or playing, you know, for it. But I want to see more interoperability, because that's what it's really all about. It's about connecting and creating bridges and creating a seamless, you know, especially with blockchain, you want to make it as easy as possible to include so many people into the blockchain space. So I'd love XDC. I wouldn't say it's the #1 crypto in this space. That's just my personal opinion. I do love XDC, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say it's the #1 crypto though. Could be one of the #1 most undervalued currently. Could be one of those for sure. How about that AMP? Yeah, legendary. We were just shouting out AMP, man. It's getting close to 10 cents, dude. Remember when it was at 3 cents and we're like, this thing's gonna go for it. This thing is gonna go for it. We were comparing it to things like XDB because we saw digital bits going to 10 cents. I was like, why can't AMP go to 10 cents? Alex D Vlogs in the house. What's up, man? Hopefully I didn't turn off too many people about XDC and stuff. Like I love Zinfin. Don't get me wrong. I just want to see more interconnectivity with other blockchains. Maybe it's not worth it to them. Maybe they're so damn good that there is no point in interoperating with crappy tech. Who knows? We'll see what the future ends up revealing. But yeah, I love XDC. XDC, XLM, XRP, they're like the triple X, right? They're the Xander Cage of the crypto space. But anyways, guys, so we do have some news today. We got Russian central bank short-sighted regarding crypto. Lawmaker says a longtime member of Russian State Duma has criticized the central bank's approach to digital assets. A Russian State Duma member has blasted the central bank's tough stance on the crypto industry for ignoring the growing demand for crypto in the country. A member of the A Just Russia party representing the Siberian region of Yakutsk and criticized the Bank of Russia's approach to regulating the crypto industry following a Tuesday plenary meeting on the State Duma. In a Tuesday Telegram post, Tumosov outlined the growing need to create an ecosystem that allows Russian residents to purchase cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, BTC amid increasing demand. The official argued that despite Russia enforcing crypto legislation earlier this year, the Bank of Russia has been negligent, refusing to authorize local banks to offer crypto investment services. Short-sightedness might be costly for Russia. Cryptocurrencies are the reality. Either we will accept it or we will lose. Gotta love hearing that from, former, member of the Russian State Duma talking about, Russia lagging a little bit behind. It seems like a lot of these central banks are lagging behind in terms of creating a regulatory framework. Now, what I disagree with is that central banks aren't going to go away. Central banks are the local regulators of their respective countries. They're going to get these CBDCs out there. They're going to set up this regulatory framework for crypto. It is going to happen. Might not be at our speed. And of course, I feel like when people say, if they don't do this soon, it's going to go past them. Like, the rate of crypto adoption is happening very quickly, but it's not so damn quick where I think these central banks are shivering in their boots, to tell you the truth. I really don't think central banks see crypto as a threat. I think they know what the end game is going to be, what they're going to be setting up. Look into ISO 20022, for example, the ISO 20022 standard. I think they understand that digital assets are going to be playing a big part in this future. So I don't think central banks are really phased. I think they're rolling it out at the pace they want to be rolling it out at, and we'll see what ends up happening. A lot of people think like, oh my God, crypto's already here because we're so in it. We're in the crypto, space. but all these other people, millions of other people that have no clue about what crypto is still, right? So many people who are not informed about crypto. You know, I don't think the central banks are like really thinking that, you know, crypto mass adoption's, you know, right around the corner, like happening tomorrow or something like that, right? So who knows though? Knowing this space, things move so quick, but I just wanted to say, yeah, I don't think central banks are shivering in their boots, and I think they will eventually set up this global regulatory framework, and it's going to be fantastic for the real boats in this space. I really do think so. FLR best be here before August. Yeah, I feel you, RPM. But hey, if they're even there, like that's gonna be crazy. That Flare Networks is gonna be launching and having its smart contracts out before Cardano. Isn't that insane? Like Cardano smart contracts is coming out in August as well. So like maybe Flare Networks is coming out in August as well. Did they harmonize that in some way, shape, or form? I don't know. Yeah, well, SHIB is on Flare Finance. And I remember, yeah, when that news came out, like all these cryptos that are like Telcoin and stuff like that, right? Flare Finance and Flare Networks are two completely different entities, right? So just because SHIB is on Flare Finance doesn't mean Flare Networks has a partnership with SHIB or anything like that. Doesn't mean Flare Networks has a partnership with Tel, right? But there is confirmed partnerships with Handshake, with Algorand, right? Collaborations and things like that. Like, it's good to see what Flare Networks is announcing in terms of their collaborators or their partnerships. And then Flare Finance is a whole different being. And Flare Finance is being very, very smart. If you guys don't know what Flare Finance is, it's the AMM that's coming out for Flare Networks. That's going to be using XRP and Ethereum Virtual Machine and whatnot. But here, let me see if I can find it really quick. So yeah, this is different from Flare Network, right? The first DeFi platform built on Flare Network. So Flare Network is different from Flare Finance. Flare Finance is the AMM, right? And they're being very smart by trying to include and creating bridges to a lot of these cryptos that have large communities behind them, right? So SHIB, large community. Dogecoin, large community. Telcoin, pretty damn big community, especially this year that's been shaped. ADA, big community, right? So they're being really smart because they want to attract as many users as possible to their platform and their AMM and really start, you know, getting the ball rolling and like being a successful DeFi platform for the Flare network, and then, you know, really inspiring maybe other AMMs or other DeFi platforms that get built onto the Flare network. But, you know, I just want to clear that up because to me, like, I think people are thinking, oh man, if SHIB's on Flare Finance, that means they're connected with Flare Networks. That means they're connected with Ripple. That means SHIB is a real deal. It's a real boat. Everybody invest in SHIB, all that type of stuff. Like, it's just connected with Flare Finance. There's no connections with Flare Networks. There's no connections with Ripple. SHIB is just on Flare Finance. So, you know, take that as you will. You know, people are going to speculate on SHIB and, you know, if they make money or not, everybody's got their own trading strategies. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I just wanted to bring that, like, awareness out there. You know, doesn't mean SHIB is, like, part of the XRP stack or part of the XRPL or involved with Flare Networks or Ripple, right? Just making that very well known. Thoughts on UBX? I never really got into UBX, unfortunately. I do know some people who are very much into it and have made a lot of money, especially when they told me about it like early days. But I just never really got into it because I don't see... is it connected? Is this the one that's connected with Hedera Hashgraph by chance? Is UBX connected with Hedera? Yeah, exactly. Design 85. Central banks, well, dude, central banks have been setting this whole thing up. They've been setting this whole thing up. USDC to the moon for sure. I mean, did you guys see that Mad Money talk yesterday with Anatoly? Check this out, dude. Okay, well, we won't check out the whole thing, but here, wait. All right, so yeah, so yesterday Anatoly was on Fast Money, right, or Mad Money or whatnot, with Jim Cramer, talking about, you know, how slow Bitcoin and Ethereum are, how Solana is here to, you know, bring in, you know, billions of people into their system and, you know, executing super fast transactions and whatnot. But right there, Jim Cramer was saying, like, these guys are the real deal, right? And so Anatoly was actually, like, Jim Cramer was saying, are you worried about Tether by any chance, and like what the consequences of Tether may have on the market? And Anatoly just came up and said, like, we're paired up with USDC, and we're the second most used pair for the USDC, next to Ethereum, right? And Ethereum is probably just the first most popular because it's just more popular than Solana is currently. But Solana already above ALGO and XLM in terms of use for the USDC, second place, right? So I think USDC is definitely going to have a major part in its growth, and seems like the legitimate US dollar stablecoin out of a lot of other ones that are out there. Paxos maybe being a very close second. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on. Gotta let the dogs in. Already bagged up some HMR, yeah, or H-bar. Definitely love some H-bar for sure. But yeah, I love seeing it's just great seeing that, man. It's unreal seeing Solana on Mad Money, just because the journey that especially this channel has had with Solana. It's just great seeing that go there. What about Ari though? What do you mean, Ari? Ubix network. I remember when they ICO'd and whatnot. I remember Ubix, like, from way back in the day. I just never got into it, my man. I'm checking it out. I gotta look into it more. Who are they connected with? Like, who are they collaborating with and things like that? Do they have Alameda Research behind it? Is Greg Kidd behind it? What's going on with Ubix? Why do you like it so much, Digital Gold? Oh, what about Ari though, as far as like USDC? Oh, I don't know about Ari. What other hash graphs are good? Constellation, I think, is a pretty good one. IOTA. Yeah, I think Constellation and IOTA are probably the top two. Nano, perhaps. So I think, like, those are interesting forms of consensus because they're so dramatically different than that of, you know, like a Tendermint consensus or a Federal Byzantine Agreement consensus. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see how those can collaborate and coexist. All right, so yeah, we had that Russian central banker right there. What else do we got? We got within 5 years, U.S. hedge funds expect to hold 10.6% of assets in crypto. North American hedge funds are at the vanguard of crypto-curious investors, although EU and UK funds are not far behind, expecting to hold 6.8% of their assets in crypto within 5 years. A new survey of 100 chief financial officers at hedge funds worldwide has indicated that the sector is planning a significant increase in exposure to crypto assets in the near term. The survey conducted by Intertrust suggests that if the respondents' forecasts were broadly mirrored across the sector, assets in crypto held by global hedge funds could hit $312 billion. United States-based funds were most bullish about the new asset class, expecting to raise their portfolio exposure to up 10.6% on average within the next 5 years. Guys, more adoptions coming, more money is being put into this space. I'm talking about future trillions coming soon to this space. Who knows if it happens within this year? It's just amazing that we even hit $2 trillion in such a short span of time this year. Like, in the span of months, the crypto market became $2 trillion. So, you know, by 2025, 2027, I mean, I'm thinking like we're going to probably be close to that $10 trillion mark, if you know what I'm saying. And maybe even some, and that's being like a modest estimate. I'm really hoping that, it's more than that. But, so far the trajectory and adoption, and crypto still not being tremendously easy to understand and use. We'll see where it ends up happening. Explorer Digital Gold. I was just mostly curious on your thoughts. It's a very cheap investment and it looks like it could be a good network. Okay, I got you, Digital Gold. They are their own separate DAG network and something like that. It went way up in value and then dropped quite a lot because they have a large quantity of tokens. Okay. Oh, Monica Long had a new climate talk earlier. Funky Fresh, appreciate you dropping the info right here. Let's check it out.
Welcome, everyone, to our next session on a greener future for cryptocurrencies, ? I'm Vijay Vaidiswaran, Senior Editor at The Economist, and it's my great pleasure to have with me three distinguished and tech-savvy things that are from different categories. But if we were to go back to the data...
All right, let's see what Monica Long has to say here. Oh, nice. You got a member from the... I've been seeing Sheila Warren in a lot of places. Like she's part of the Global Blockchain Business Council, involved with the World Economic Forum. She writes a lot of these papers that we've been reviewing and researching. Sheila Warren, definitely a big part of this space, without a doubt. Let's see what Monica Long has got to say.
What are the other aspects of corporate commitment that you're taking on or that you think should be important for this accord and related initiatives to take up?
Yes. I can speak to a bit of what Ripple as a company has committed to or the steps we've taken, and then to address your broader point on reporting. So last year, we helped to decarbonize the XRP ledger, so it's a carbon neutral blockchain even today. And as a company, we've committed to being carbon neutral by 2030.
Oh, yeah. Ari, the Flares stablecoin, right? Yeah. Design 85, I hear you. Ari is the Flare finance. I mean, stable coins, there's going to be stable coins of all types that probably interconnect, but I do think Circle Pays USDC is going to be one to be considered without a doubt. But yeah, I totally now remembered what Ari was, but here we go.
In terms of the data standards...
Here, let's start over again, sorry.
We're foundational in that. But just to stick with you, Monica, for a moment, this is a commitment about green energy being used in the mining. But in addition to that, I think there's a transparency portion as well in reporting. Can you talk about the other dimensions of this, not simply the windmills or using flared gas, et cetera, which we can talk about in a moment. What are the other aspects of corporate commitment that you're taking on or that you think should be important for this accord and related initiatives to take up?
Yes. I can speak to a bit of what Ripple as a company has committed to or the steps we've taken, and then to address your broader point on reporting. So last year, we helped to decarbonize the XRP ledger, so it's a carbon neutral blockchain even today. And as a company, we've committed to being carbon neutral by 2030. In terms of the data standards and reporting, totally agree with what Jesse and Sheila have laid out, that to date, all reporting has been it's self-reporting by miners. It's on a voluntary basis. So we don't really have a alignment as an industry on what are the set of metrics we're going to use and how are we going to gather that data in a way that's very transparent and standardized, which the great thing about blockchains is we can do that. We can achieve it. And we're seeing, I will add, and Jesse can speak to this more, a couple members of the Crypto Climate Accord, ALGO, and DMG mining operations, they're being proactive. They've already set up a committee to define a green hash rate.
Jesse, can you tell us, I think you were one of the founding members, along with a couple of organizations, what motivated Energy Web to help create the Crypto Climate?
You got to love this awesome collaboration between Ripple and EWT. Energy Web token for sure is going to make some noise, and has been. Let's see what else Monica Long has got to say. Thanks for sharing this, Funky Fresh 707. Shout out to Funky Fresh 707.
Iceland, obviously, it's overwhelmingly renewables. Do those, again, I know there's huge disagreement on parameters and zucchinis.
I want to watch this whole talk because all three of these people are like playing some major, major roles in the crypto space. Of course, The Economist would be doing this. Got to subscribe to this channel. All right.
Where do we go with this argument or this way of looking at it?
Yes. And I think Sheila in the work at the World Economic Forum is so important, as she said, to connect the E, S, and G through the industry. I go back to, for many, and I won't say all, but certainly that there's a commonly shared mission for lots of participants in crypto, where we've seen a promise of a more accessible and more inclusive financial system of the future. That's the decentralized principles of the blockchains and the cryptocurrencies themselves. That's really what it unlocks at the end of the day, is modernizing financial infrastructure and making it more accessible and inclusive. And so that is why we at Ripple, we believe that looking forward at this the sustainability of the crypto systems that we're all using is important to prioritize now, so that we're not having to, we're not contributing in a negative way to the overall climate impact in the world.
What's up? We seek, we find. HBAR will outshine Ripple. How about HBAR and Ripple collaborate, man? How about they just work hand in hand and they both succeed? How about that? Is that possible? Is that possible in the world? But appreciate you tuning in, my man. Here's a wrench. With the wrench comes great responsibility. Please use it wisely. Everybody welcome. We seek, we find. I love HBAR, by the way, man. I've been talking about, if you're new to the channel, this channel, the Blue Crew here can talk about it. I love HBAR. Been holding it since 3 cents. Was even talking about it strongly at 3 cents. Kept saying stream after stream, HBAR has been at 3 cents forever. So we're definitely big on HBAR. So, but in this future, man, it's going to be, this hybridization, freaking interconnected superhighway of cryptos that are all going to be interoperable, that all have their specific use cases, their own specific reasons for existing. HBAR is part of the Hyperledger consortium. Hyperledger says they're going to be using HBAR, which is a great, great sign. But remember, HBAR is also, Hyperledger is also founded, and, Ripple being one of the founding members of the Hyperledger quilt, of the Hyperledger fabric, and whatnot. So it's very likely that XRP and HBAR will be collaborating, intertwining, and all we care about in this channel are freaking real boats. So if XRP and HBAR are real boats, whoever has the better percentage gains, doesn't matter, we win either way. They're interoperating, they're interconnected, right? Because there's thousands upon thousands of scams out there. So the real boats that survive, we're going to be reaping the benefits. I'm not going all in on HBAR and then, overlooking XRP. I'm not going all in on XRP and overlooking HBAR. I'm cool with like the bags that I got for both. And, that's the way I try to look at it, because I think they're going to be connected to each other and interoperable with each other. They have different use cases. XRP is more about a payments use case. HBAR is more about like, kind of technical back end, institutional involvement, like, use cases. So I don't think it's going to be one ledger to rule them all. I think it's going to be a cooperation. The Avengers, how did the Avengers take down Thanos? They all had to work together. They all had their own specific superpowers that were, usable to help bring down Thanos and get those Infinity Stones, right? So I think that's how it's going to be with crypto. I think it's going to be a collaboration of a ton of cryptos, at least the ones that are real boats. So that includes the XRPs, the XLMs, the Algorands, the HBARs, the Quants, the XDCs, the XTZs. All of those will be collaborating together and making a huge impact for the blockchain future.
As I mentioned earlier, and those at this conference know very well, those who have the least or are least able to afford dealing with the consequences of climate impact are really most affected by it. And so the sustainability issue, we really see as intricately intertwined with this shared mission we have as an industry to build toward a more inclusive future. So that's really at the heart of why we think this is an issue that we need to address today. And we've been talking a bit about, what is the size of this problem? Completely agree. It's difficult to measure. With increasing popularity and demand, it is a fact that the problem is increasing in size. So that's why we really feel urgency to get ahead of it and find solutions today, come together as an industry to work on it, instead of, dealing with the consequences and reverse engineering in the future.
Awesome. Thank you, 707, for sharing this, man. And once again, with Ripple, and differences between Ripple and HBAR and Hedera is very geared towards like institutional use. Like its governing council is amazing, right? It's involved with like AWS, Google, Microsoft, you name it, like the big tech company that's part of the, once again, why I do believe Hedera and XBAR are going to be, XRP are going to be interoperable is because ILP, the Interledger Protocol, is already implemented by 300 plus members of the W3C, and Hedera Hashgraph is one of those members of the W3C, and there's only about 400 or so members of the W3C. So chances are Hedera Hashgraph actually knows Ripple and that is actually maybe collaborating with them already because they are part of the Hyperledger community as well. So I'm sure Ripple and Hedera know of each other. But once again, Hedera is not like this one that's partnered with a ton of central banks and a ton of these banking partnerships, right? It's more so Ripple that has a ton of central banks and a ton of banking partnerships, right? Whereas Hedera has a lot more of the big tech partnerships, the Googles, the Microsofts, the, like I was just mentioning, the Amazons and things like that. So they're going to be collaborating together. They're going to coexist in this new future. They are going to be the faces of this new Web3 and the underlayer of the internet, right? Hashgraph is going to definitely have its place. It's going to freaking kill it. I do think XRP will as well. I do think XLM will as well. I do think Cosmos will as well. I think Quant will as well. XDC, like there is room for these technologies because they're all aiming for certain specific parts, right? And when you have interoperability and decentralization and the new Web3, maybe, everything being tokenized as well, it makes sense that they would be interoperable and you can exchange in and out to use these different use cases seamlessly, right? Getting Infinity Stone, hell yeah, legendary. Bitcoin needs to green their hash rate. Yeah, or not. It could just die and then, we can actually just start moving on into real cryptos that are, easier to transact with and more efficient and just isn't just backed by like, fandom and maximalism, right? We just go straight into which is the better tech, which one's better to use, what is better form of money, what is a better form for, bridging assets, things like that. Let's just I really do think Bitcoin is holding back as great as it is for being the first. I feel like it's holding back the industry rather than pushing it forward, but that's just me. Because you have all these other cryptos that deserve the speculation way more, in my opinion, than Bitcoin. I don't know. There's so many things about Bitcoin that you could say, but people are just in love with it, man. The masses, they recognize the name Bitcoin very easily. Did you see Spend the Bits putting Bitcoin on XRPL? I mean, cool. That's awesome. Here, let me get the music back on, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to any new subscribers. We're on the way to 2,500, and you guys are making it happen. Thank you. Crypto Tales in the house. What's up, Crypto Tales? So yeah, that was a great video. Thanks for sharing with Monica. Oh, is she still going? Never mind. Here, let's go back. Oh, no. I'll just share the link if you guys want to check it out. I think we're moving on from this. Notorious XRP in the chat. Shout out to Notorious XRP. The man, the myth, the legend. The one, the only. Appreciate you, Notorious. So yeah, guys. So, I want to see what HBAR is going to be doing in terms of DeFi as well. If you guys know about Hedera and maybe any involvement that they may be doing in terms of DeFi, let me know. But you know, so far the two AMMs that I'm really excited to check out are Flare Finance, which we already kind of checked out earlier. You know, let me just go to their website really quick. So Flare Finance, love the Samurai, DeFi Samurai, and then Osmosis right here. Osmosis Zone coming out this weekend, you guys, on Saturday. You know, if you like the Cosmos community, if you're in Cosmos, you know, set up your Kepler wallet with your Atom, with your AKT, with your DVPN, with your XPRT, with your I think Regen or Crow, right? Have that set up in your Kepler wallet, so once Osmosis launches, you can just seamlessly connect your Kepler wallet and start freaking participating in those pools and being one of the early people to be jumping in and getting a, you know, decent sized liquidity share in some of those pools, right? Definitely very excited. Oh yeah, without a doubt, green finance is the future. Fast transactions, you know, low carbon footprint, if not any, right? Fast transaction time, low carbon footprint, good privacy, right? Protects, you know, the consumer or user's identity when using it. Yeah, highly secure, high quality validators, right? Global validators around the world, the quality of the validators. That's why HBAR does seem, HBAR and XRP and XLM and like these institutional cryptos, XDC, they seem like they're really setting up a really good quality global validator system that can really, you know, allow for sustainability and, you know, just more future growth and, you know, keeping the thing alive. It's not concentrated in one specific place. Like, for example, with Bitcoin's hash rate, a majority of it being in China. And if something were to happen in China, some policies were to be said, then it can really, you know, affect BTC and obviously the other cryptos, all the cryptos that are following BTC's lead. Ethereum as well, in terms of, you know, Ethereum being the hub of DeFi, but yet a majority of its nodes are running on a centralized cloud server like AWS. And let's say AWS has a policy change or anything like that, could really affect what we think is DeFi, but it's not really true DeFi if it's on centralized cloud servers. That's why I'm excited for Osmosis Zone. That's why I'm excited for Flare Networks and the Flare Finance, because I do believe they're going to be bringing true decentralized finance. SIF chain as well, part of the Cosmos SDK. So Cosmos DeFi, Flare Networks DeFi, I'm sure Cardano DeFi and Polkadot DeFi is going to be awesome as well, but want to be seeing their validators or their nodes being on decentralized cloud providers on the decentralized cloud, so nothing can stop it. So it's truly permissionless, truly censorship resistant. You have Solana running some validators or some nodes on Akash. You have SIF Chain running their nodes on Akash. You got Certic running their nodes on Akash. You got Helium running their nodes on Akash. You got Cosmos running their nodes on Akash. So bullish on AKT. And I still, you know, we've been just in consolidation for so long, so I really do think AKT is just going to freaking blast, you know, past $10 once we really start going underway and the super minis start coming out. Like, AKT still has so much more room to grow, and love seeing Osmosis Zone using an AKT Atom pair for one of their liquidity pools in there. So excited for this project. I want to get some Osmo tokens as well. Just supporting the Cosmos ecosystem. I really like what they're doing over there, as well as Flare and the XRPL. And then HBAR, I think, has some good partnerships with Unibright. I remember there was another crypto that they said that they were part with, but Unibright, UBT, is part of HBAR's connections right there. SCRT I'm excited for because it's part of the Cosmos ecosystem and hopefully can be on Osmosis Zone sometime soon in the future. And then one of the ones I came around to privacy coins, I suppose, guys. I was like so anti-privacy coin for a bit, but now I'm coming around to it because I can see how they can still work despite, like, you know, regulators in the world. Like, I feel like there's going to be a way to still be able to track, if necessary, private transactions for the law. But you know, still having the importance of, you know, your data privacy and things like that. So I do think XMR could actually still be quite the success. And for a POW coin, it's very efficient compared to that of, you know, what currently is Ethereum or obviously Bitcoin. But we know Ethereum is going to be moving over to proof of stake. Pump it up, pump it up, pump. What's up, XRP Bags? How you doing, man? Pump my bags up. XRP Bags with a $5 donation. You're the man, dude. XRP Bags flexing. XRP Bags has got his sword sharpened for the DeFi Samurai Flare Finance. Maybe he's getting his chemistry going on Osmosis as well this weekend. Who knows? But shout out to XRP Bags. The man, the myth, the legend. Talks a little bit about Codius here. Nice. By the way, guys, check out any of Funky Fresh's links that he's sharing here, man. This guy is the man. He's definitely well informed and knows where to find his info. Have you all seen the recent live stream with Ripple's Matt Hamilton? I didn't get to see that. I remember you sent that to me through an email. I didn't get to check that out. Guys, thanks for the 24 likes, the 15 viewers. Thanks to any new subs to the channel. Appreciate y'all. So what else do we got going down here, right? Is the music too loud, by the way? Nah, we're good. Okay. I like this post from Daniela. While others talk, Cosmos, Mainnet, Osmosis Zone, Agoric, Juno Network, Gravity Dex, IBC integration, transfers enabled for Regen Network, Bridge, Secret Network for BSC, and pretty soon Ethereum and Monero, DeFi P-Stake Finance for Persistence. I'm definitely liking this Cosmos ecosystem, especially with their collaborations possibly with Flare, and their, you know, collaborations with Interledger for sure. You know, it's like just discovering a whole new pool of assets. Like, you know, people got really excited about Flare Finance and Flare tokens or Flare partnerships as well. It's like Cosmos is kind of like, you know, it's connected to the ILP, so it's like a whole new pool of assets to like look into and research, and I've been loving it, man. All their assets on the Cosmos ecosystem have very, very awesome CEOs, good teams, very unique use cases for their tokens, so very excited. Oh yeah, XDC being part of Flare Finance, but is Zinfin and Flare Networks a partnership? That's what I wonder too. Love seeing Zinfin on there. Flare Finance is smart. They're just bringing in all the big community cryptos into their platform to really try to draw as much use for that AMM. Ocean Protocol right here. Ocean Protocol has been selected as one of the year's World Economic Forum Technology Pioneers for accomplishments in blockchain and data innovation. Guys, I love Ocean Protocol as well. It's part of that W3C community. You know, Big Chain DB has big time collaborations, Ocean Protocol, with the ILP, with Cosmos. You know, they've led an ILP summit talk in terms of how Ocean Protocol and the Interledger Protocol could work together. So definitely looking forward to what the future for Ocean Protocol is going to be. What else do we got going on here? Oh yeah, persistence interviews. XPRT is very interesting, and I like what they're doing with their platform. I want to see some more come out of there though. But apparently they're like considered to be a dang it, what was I going to say? A chain link or a something like the way ICX is for Korea, I think XPRT is for India, apparently. Loving Sentinel. Here you got Tranglo. While most of the USD, 10 billion US dollars in remittances to Indonesia were made on existing payment rails, growing acceptance of digital currency and influx of global firms like Ripple are changing the payments landscape. Tranglo, Connect, FinTech, ODL, XRP. Gotta love seeing that from Tranglo, shouting out ODL and XRP. Cosmos Station mobile wallet lets you have a vote for Cosmos, Persistence, Kava Labs, Akash, Band Protocol, Crypto.com, Iris Network, Certic, Starname, SifChain, OKX, Sentinel, and Fetch. Oh yeah, Fetch AI being part of that ecosystem, that Cosmos ecosystem as well. And they have collaborations with Energy Web Foundation, I believe, as well, IOTA, and Ripple. So Fetch AI, definitely want to keep an eye out for, built on the Cosmos SDK as well. Jim Cramer for getting his Solana glasses on. Oh yeah, we checked out this video yesterday about Chris Larson talking about Interledger Protocol. Yeah, I'm all in on ILP, Interledger Protocol. I think it's gonna be the thing. That's for sure. It's gonna be that underlayer for value, the Internet of Value, the underlayer for the Internet, ISO 20022 being on it, right? Everything of value being on it, being funneled through the Interledger Protocol and its connectors, going through the ISO 20022 messaging stack. It's going to be crazy, man. And all this is happening in 2022 or late 2022. Can we talk about Flare's pick Sandshoe? I just bought some saying Flare Finances meme. Did Flare Networks pick Sandshoe or did Flare Finance pick it? Like I said earlier, like Flare Finance is going to list all these tokens that have big communities or can draw a lot of people towards it. And that's their strategy. They want to draw as many people to their AMM as possible. So if it means like listing S coins or meme coins or things like that, so be it. They're bringing that community to the Flare Finance ecosystem, which is a great thing for things like, you know, FLR, for XRP, for YFIN, and a lot of these other things. It's a very smart strategy, but I think it's, you know, I'm personally not going to be holding onto Sandshoe and SHIB. But that's just my own choice. If I miss out on amazing opportunities with those things, that's what it is. Doge, I'm cool with owning in terms of like a meme coin and things like that. But, you know, I'm not all about meme coins or getting into, you know, those type of cryptos. Like, it's just not for me. But, you know, if you guys make money off of it, hell yeah. Excessive heat warning. It's warming up over here for sure. And it's getting summertime over here on the west side for sure. But yeah, so many damn good cryptos. So little time. Just accumulating, just holding, just staking, just earning interest, just getting that passive income, guys. It's unbelievable, this future that's forming right in front of our eyes. The decentralized web, the web 3.0. Can't wait to see how it all fits together, but we're starting to see some of the pieces that are going to be part of that web 3.0. XRP, ADA, Polkadot, FLR, Cosmos. Interoperability is the standard in this space, and if you can't interoperate with other blockchains, with other cryptos, you're just a silo. And maybe there's a benefit to just being a silo in this space, but I think it's going to benefit you even more having cross-chain compatibility, being able to interact with other blockchains, especially if you're, you know, if you're legit or a real boat in this space. I think it's in your best interest to be collaborating with other blockchain projects, because since your competitors are centralized systems that are oligopolies, you're going to need a lot of partners or a lot of help to help take down those oligopolies. Never forgive, never forget, like we do in crypto. Frogadelic Research, what's up, man? I mean, at the end of the day, with Flare Finance, I just want to be getting more YFIN. I don't want to be getting more Sheep. I don't want to be getting more Doge. I don't want to be getting more of these other cryptos. I want to be getting as much YFIN as possible, right? And of course, FLR and XRP. Wouldn't be surprised to maybe here in the future HBAR having a collaboration with possibly Flare or XRP in some way, shape, or form. We already know there's connections there through the W3C with Interledger Protocol. Luna's a good one to keep an eye out for. I think Luna's been doing some good things. It popped up pretty well in the past 24 hours. Yeah, so many damn good cryptos that are still at a discount, for sure. And we'll see what happens this weekend or on Friday. But I certainly, that would be amazing. Like I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be amazing if you start seeing all the Cosmos ecosystem tokens start to blast off a bit, especially the ones that are on Osmosis Zone. But we'll see how that ends up going. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another DL Talk. Appreciate you guys. Thanks to the Blue Crew. Thanks to any new subs. Much love to y'all. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, the future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. Much love, Blue Crew. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Let's wrap it up with the oldie but goodie here. Much love, Blue Crew.